It's not a hipster axe. I mean, we know some people will buy them and probably never use them because they like the idea of having it. The purpose of this is to be used.
The steel comes from Cleveland. Nobody's making steel in Maine. So we get billets from Cleveland that my brother actually trucks out in his Jeep every couple months. And we start by putting these small 3 1/4 pound billets, they about this big, into the forge. And from there they get squared up. And the next step is really plunging the first hole for the drift, which is where the axe handle will go. And then a succession of larger drifts just makes that eye hole, successively bigger. And then from there, there's a thing called fullering die, which really pushes the material into making the blade part. So it just kind of squeezes the material down. And then from there, it kind of is in the form of this axe, but we have a template that goes over this, that then we basically take a Sharpie marker and draw over it and take it to the grinder and grind it so that every one is going to be the exact same size. We actually, Gabriel and Nicholas, our blacksmith forgers, they've made some gauges so that we can, make sure that this is exactly 1 inch and this length is the same and this thickness is the same. So every axe will look exactly the same minus, some forge kind of marks, some hammering marks.
So the handle is Maine white ash. There's a supplier of the handles out in western Maine that we buy them from. We do a little extra work on them to make them look and feel a little bit better in the hand. And then the leather sheaths are made by the Gloucester leather worker and makes those sheaths for us by hand. So those are the handmade leather sheaths. And then the axe handles are fitted by hand to each head and held in place with a nice black walnut wedge.
Yep.
So yeah, and we have some professional users testing this. So we've got some foresters and a couple of arborists. We're trying to establish this as a legitimate, right? This is a usable tool. Mm-hmm.